What's up, fam? Welcome back to Jedi Jive. My name is Mike, and we are going to watch Chapter 12 of The Mandalorian. If you can't tell from the grin on my face, I'm super excited. After last week, Bo-Katan showed up. She dropped Ahsoka Tano's name. It seems like anything is possible now. I would not be surprised if we don't see Ahsoka until the next episode, because that's the one that Dave Filoni is directing, or we might even not even see her until the finale, but her name has been dropped at this point, so we know she's coming. And it seems like a given then that Sabine Wren will show up, because she's, connected with Ahsoka and Bo-Katan, and she's like the main Mandalorian from Rebels, so I would expect to see her. Hell, I wouldn't be even surprised if we even see like the crew of the Ghost at this point, like Hera and Jason Syndulla. Who knows? We'll see what happens, but I'm pretty confident that this is going to be another sort of slower transitional episode. There might be some good action, but we know this is going to be Carl Weathers and Gina Carano. We haven't seen Grief Karga and Cara Dune yet this season, so this is going to be their episode, and I know this episode is directed by Carl Weathers. The Razor Crest is pretty screwed up. Mando needs a new ship, so I'm predicting this is probably going to be, in order to get a new ship, he needs some money, so he'll go see Grief Karga, and Grief Karga will be like, well, I got a job for you and Cara Dune over here. So anyway, I don't want to speculate anymore. Let's jump right in and see what happens. Yeah, man, that ship screwed up.
Do you have the wire? No.
What a hack job.
Now, you're going to plug that red wire where the blue wire goes in the board.
He's going to put them together and get shocked.
But don't let them touch. See where you took the blue one off? Yes. Now put the red one. No, don't put the blue one back.
Oh god, he's going to get shocked.
But be careful. No, hold them apart.
Anyone with kids knows how real that is.
Are you okay?
Oh. Need a new ship, man. Oh, look at that. There you go. That's the first time we've seen him consume anything in this entire show.
So how'd you like to go back to Navarro?
No, thank you. Okay, so when he drinks, he just lifts his helmet a little bit. I was kind of wondering if they were going to ever talk about that. Like when Cobb Vanth wanted to sit down for a drink, he didn't say no to drinks. He was just surprised when Cobb took his helmet off. The Armorer! Yes! I'm not seeing the Armorer. That's one of those species from the Cantina in A New Hope. He doesn't like you.
I'm sorry.
The Armorer is about to kill all y'all. Oh, it's Cara Dune. Oof! Yeah, baby. That's what we've been waiting for. Oof. 100% badass. So where's the Armorer? Oh, that's so cute. No, please, let me be your pet. That's so cute. That's really good puppeteering right there. That looked pretty real. But like just enough not real to keep it looking like Star Wars. Think Mando's gonna get a new ship? Or just repair the Razor Crest? The ramp doesn't even come down all the way.
Looks like someone could use some repairs.
How's my credit around here?
I think something could be arranged. Isn't that right, Marshal?
Marshall, nice.
Sure we can work something out.
Let's fix this man's ship. I want it as good as new.
Okay, so just gonna get the Razor Crest fixed, I guess.
Has Mando been taking good care of you, huh? Yeah, he said yeah.
Looks like you two have been busy.
A lot busier in Navarro now that there's no Empire.
Your ship's not looking too good.
I had a run-in with the New Republic. I'm surprised to see this place is still standing.
How about the Corellian Front? Yes.
The school?
Nice.
Things have changed a lot around here.
Awesome, dude.
Where I go, he goes.
The voice of that protocol droid reminds me of L3 from Solo. Is that the same actress? That's school, man. They mentioned school in Mos Pelgo. He just plops him down. Uh-oh, snacks. Hey, Napoleon, give me some of your tots.
No, go find your own.
Aww. The Maelstrom, there you go. We learned about the Maelstrom in Solo. Oh, he's gonna force pull it over there. Yay! That's the first time we've seen him use the Force. Oh my god, how adorable is that? Better than eating eggs. Oh, he got out of jail. That's him wetting his pants.
Magistrate Cargo was generous enough to let me work off my debt.
We sneak in, overload the reactor, and get the hell out of there.
See it? You take us in and I knock 100 years off your debt. Or I leave you out here in the lava flats to walk home with whatever's left in your humidity vest.
Hold tight.
Mando's a little less discreet.
Well, when the lava tide comes in, give us a holler. We'll drop you a rope.
Lava tide, nice.
If we drain the cooling lines, this whole base will go up in a matter of minutes.
It's a mint Trexler Marauder. You know how much we can get for this on the black market?
Let's go.
Nah, they're gonna drive that thing out of there.
Such a waste.
We've seen them in it in the trailer.
This will come in handy.
The access corridor should be right past this junction. There, Mithril. Slice that door.
Don't want to fall in there.
Drain the coolant lines. We'll watch the doors. There's no guardrail on this. Come on!
There's never guardrails in Star Wars. Didn't you know that?
I just want a railing, you know? One railing.
I love how they could poke fun at things like that people have been making fun of for years. Similar readout to the one Obi-Wan Kenobi was looking at on the Death Star.
Let's go, let's get out of here.
Here comes the lava. Uh-oh. Stormtroopers aren't a threat. Oh. That was kind of sloppy. What the?
What the?
My reaction indeed. What?
This isn't a military operation. This is a lab.
What even is that?
I don't like this.
Replicated the results of the subsequent trials, which sadly the body rejected the blood.
Dr. Parshek was his name? He was experimenting with Baby Yoda.
With a higher M count, though.
M count. Midichlorian.
The child is small, and I was only able to harvest a limited amount without killing him. We would again require access to the donor.
They need blood from the child.
This must be an old transmission. Moff Gideon is dead.
No, this recording's 3 days old.
Okay, so they're experimenting and trying to like remove midichlorians from Force users' blood and like, you know, donate them to other non-Force users or to create a Force user. This could be the start of like them trying to connect it to the sequel trilogy and the whole Palpatine getting cloned. That kind of stuff, the dark science stuff. Just sort of a lot of rounding corners and running down corridors so far. Nice. 3-point landing. See ya. They didn't use a Wilhelm scream there. Would have been a good spot.
Alright, baby girl. Let's see what you got.
I can feel the power. Oh yeah. That thing's a tank. Oh. Gotta go off the edge. She pulled a 180. Some stunt driving. Cara Dune looks like she's having fun. My speeder. Oh yeah. Now we got a chase scene. Oh, sick. That was careless. Wow. Move over, Return of the Jedi. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, that sucks. Ugh. Uh-oh. Really? Nice. Okay, so I guess all TIE fighters do that now, not just Moff Gideon's. Well, there goes the base. No, you ain't. That was too easy. A little bit of a TIE fighters chasing X-Wings in the trench vibe there. Yeah. Grief Karga's got bad aim. Uh-oh. What about the Mando? Where did he go? There you go. Haha. They fixed his ship awful fast.
Hang on, kid.
He's like, I got snacks. I'm all good. Put your hands in the air. Nice. Oh, he's gonna take this last one out. Oh, nice. 6 shot. Cool. Ah. Oh boy.
What do I owe you? With the repairs, let's call it even.
That's fair enough.
Can I at least buy you a drink?
Sorry, I have some on board.
Yeah, we gotta go find Ahsoka. Oh, Trapper Wolf. I love how they treat these guys just like cops, basically.
Do you have anything else to add?
Not that I can think of, officer. If something does come to mind, I'll be sure to send you a gram. If you're ever out this far, yeah.
Come on, we saw 2 X-Wings. Where's Trapper Wolf? Oh, yay, she did keep him.
According to records, you're quite a soldier.
Want a job? Yeah.
I'm not a joiner, Blue.
Says here you're from Alderaan.
Nice.
I served during Alderaan.
Oh, cool. Hit a nerve with her.
Did you lose anyone?
I lost everyone.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Wow. Rebel insignia. Major New Hope Star Destroyer vibes right there.
The device has been planted as you requested.
Oh, Moff Gideon.
The tracking beacon has been installed on the Razor Crest.
Does he still have the asset?
Yes, our source confirmed it.
And we will be ready.
He's a bad man. Oh, wait a minute. Dude, was that supposed to be like the beginning of like a Force-sensitive army? Like, were those supposed to be like Force-sensitive clone pilots that he created? Because they were like in pods. That wasn't like people in like hypersleep or something. That was like, it seemed like that was because we had seen Dr. Parshek earlier in the episode talking about how they had extracted blood from the child and they were experimenting, and it was, but he was saying something along the lines of it failing and that they were going to need more blood in order to do more experiments. So that doesn't necessarily go along with there already being a bunch of clones or whatever that he's created, but that's definitely what they were hinting at there, that he's assembling a little, possibly a Force-sensitive army. I don't know if that's just supposed to be Moff Gideon preparing for battle, or if that's supposed to be connected with what the doctor was saying earlier about the M count, which we're assuming is metachlorians. That sort of dead body in the floating in the liquid that was, you know, whatever experiment they were doing, that was reminiscent of the sort of the cloning experiment, dark science stuff we were seeing in the Rise of Skywalker. So that seemed like they were kind of tying in to concepts from the sequel trilogy a little bit, and then they're even, you know, pulling in stuff from all angles. So that I saw like at least 3 or 4 different parts in this episode where I was like, oh, that reminds me of A New Hope. Like there was that Star Destroyer, you know, flying overhead type shot at the end there, and there was just a few things that just seemed like it was like, oh, like they're calling back to A New Hope a bunch of times. Another interesting thing was putting Baby Yoda in school and just sort of having that sort of day-to-day normal kind of stuff show up. I like that because, you know, we get plenty of the, like I said, running down hallways and, you know, shooting blasters at stormtroopers. That's always fun getting that action, but it's also like the stuff that we don't see as often is that kind of stuff, like going to school in Star Wars, or like how I mentioned the Mythrol. Well, like in the first season, like they talk about using the bathroom, or the vac tube as they call it, and that's the first time they ever mentioned going to the bathroom in Star Wars. So it's just one of those things where we get to see a little bit more of the day-to-day, not that important stuff, or like stuff that isn't necessarily, you know, about war. It's just sort of day-to-day, everyday life stuff in the universe, and that's really fun. Some more familiar species too, like I know they were in the area where the armorer was in season 1, but she wasn't there, which was unfortunate. When we saw her little forge, I got all excited, like, oh, we're gonna see her, but I guess she's already taken off and gone somewhere. She took what she needed and left from the remaining armor. So I guess it remains to be seen whether we'll see that character again. I hope we do, because I really liked the armor. I thought she was one of the more badass characters from season 1. So yeah, predictably, this was another one of those side mission transition episodes that we kind of, this is what we should come to expect from this show, is that they had this crazy, you know, almost mini movie episode 1, and then a little bit of a downtime in episode 2, back up to crazy in episode 3, and now we get a little bit more transition in this episode. So he's got his ship fixed and he's on the way to Corvus, and his mission is to find Ahsoka Tano. So I feel pretty comfortable in thinking that next week we very well may get Ahsoka Tano, and if we don't, we're probably going to get at least something like Sabine. So I mean, we're halfway through the season now. That was the Cara Dune and Grief Karga episode. I'm going to be perfectly honest, I wasn't really feeling Gina Carano's acting in this. I know, you know, that's never really been her strong suit. They really kind of brought her in here to be more of like a physical figure, and it was okay. That little moment at the end, when they didn't have Dave Filoni's character for some reason, but that other X-Wing pilot was asking her about Alderaan, and he's like, did you lose anybody? And she said, I lost everyone. That was a nice little moment, and I like that we got to see that. Gets us a little bit deeper into Cara Dune's character, and we already knew that she hated the Empire, and we knew that Moff Gideon had mentioned that she was from Alderaan at the end of season 1, so we knew she had a perfectly good reason to hate the Empire, because they blew up her homeworld. So but other than that, I thought some of the acting was a little bit kind of I mean, I don't know how much directing experience Carl Weathers has, but this is probably just sort of like, I think this was fun. There was some good action, but it's probably my least favorite episode. A lot of that stuff they did at the base was just kind of running down hallways and turning corners over and over again, and I think we've seen enough of that. So I want to see more of like the child in school using the Force, more of like the X-Wing talking to Cara Dune about Alderaan and having some of those emotional moments. So that kind of stuff is really fun. And then obviously the Dr. Parchik stuff and what Moff Gideon is doing with all of these experiments with Force users, and it's getting kind of scary what he could be capable of. So like everyone else, I'm really looking forward to next week. I'm hoping we see Ahsoka Tano. I'm not going to hold my breath, because it seems like the kind of thing that they're gonna hold on to until the right moment. But hopefully next week we'll see Ahsoka, we'll see Sabine, maybe we'll even see some characters from the crew of the Ghost. I'd love to see Jason Syndulla. They introduced that character at the end of Rebels, and then we haven't had anything else about him since. So he was like, what, maybe 5 at the end of Rebels in that scene, so this would be 5 years after that, so he'd probably be like 10 years old. So maybe like a Baby Yoda, Jason Syndulla friendship would be cool if they can, you know, learn how to use the Force under Ahsoka, or we'll have to see what happens. Some people were saying like it'd be funny if they show up and Ahsoka is like, oh, like I'm not a Jedi, but there's this guy Luke who's taking in Jedi right now. That would, you know, I mean, people want to see Sebastian Stan play Luke. That's a whole nother story. So at this point, we've gotten Bo-Katan, Ahsoka's name has been dropped, and we're kind of just waiting to get there at this point. So this was a fun episode, but not my favorite. I'm still super excited, and I can't wait to see next week. So if you guys are excited, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.